Hello world, welcome to the stream. How's it going this evening? Hi Carrie. Curry, no, the stream did not end, the stream just begun. It's just begun. So welcome to the stream, you're still in the chat room. Alright, last stream, we're wiring up our launch screen. And let's just fire that up. So, refresh our memories. So we had our launch screen here. It was pretty basic, just two views, kind of this big outer background view with some text on it, and then a smaller view that will hold our menu options. These are kind of our launch menu options: start a new game, load a new game, and show credits. So, and what we were doing is we were trying to wire up the this first option, start a new game, to transition into our new game screen or transition into our in-game screen and go through the whole new game initiation process. But we ran into a problem. And so I'd like to start there. So this is our launch screen code, and we're responding to the N key press. I want to change one thing too. I want a capital N. Not that it matters to the key switch, but just for aesthetic purposes. Speaking of aesthetic purposes, I was looking offline and trying to come up with a good color palette for the game, and so we'll get into this into a bit, but I think I found a decent color palette that we will apply to our launch screen this evening. But step one is to successfully transition our active screen from our launch screen to our in-game screen. I think part of the problem that it wasn't working is we're defining our active screen here kind of in our main. And I'd like to move this. I even have a to-do here. Active screen should be globally updatable. So let's move this to our UI or our UI collection of code. So we've got struct UI screen here. This is kind of our global structures and helper types. And we have some UI functions here. So I think at this top level of UI functions, let's add a couple. Let's just grab this screen. Do this in a second. Basically, we're going to have our for now UI screen, and then we're going to have two functions here. We'll have UI screen get active screen. And we'll have oh, these are just our forward declares, huh? We'll have another one here, set active screen, and we'll send in essentially this is going to be what do we want to call this? Active screen. It's kind of our UI state, so I guess we'll do that. This guy just move him here. Yeah, it's kind of handling it in the game. Hey Geronimo, how's it going this evening? Welcome. So get active screen is simply going to return show it. As soon as I finish up this little bit, I will definitely try and show off the game. Right now we're trying to get the launch screen to transition to our game so that I can show you that to you. So this is going to return active screen, and the set active screening right now is just going to be active screen. So let's see what this looks like. I guess I did separate implementation and interface. Hopefully it'll just be a couple minutes here. If this works, then I'll be able to show you the current state of the game. Okay, we have active screen stuff. So in our screen launch, instead of just setting the active screen, I'm going to do yeah, I'm malloking it, so it should be okay. So we'll do set active screen. I need to do UI set active screen, but we'll do screen show in game. Basically, pass in the it's to be UI set active screen. Get active screen. Okay. All right, let's build this and see what happens. Okay, so here we've got our launch screen. Looking pretty lame right now, but let's see if the N key does anything. N key is still not doing what we want it to do. So I think what we're going to do is put a breakpoint. That's... I'm going to fire up Visual Studio real quick and attach to our game. Where's my Visual Studio? Okay. Attach. On our launch screen, and put a, see in this, okay, put it in our event handler. See if we're actually hitting this. So, game. Okay, yep, it hit our breakpoint. So let's see what's going on. Game new, I'm not really interested in. Step over that. This is what I want to see. Let's screen show in game. So we're going to step into that. Build all our screens so that we allocate our in-game screen, set everything up, and we're going to return in-game screen, which is this, it looks like DC58. So let's step out that, and then we're going to step into set active screen. We're handed DC58, which looks good. And we are setting active screen, so it is getting set. And then we're marking currently in game. So I'm going to put one more breakpoint in. It looks like it's getting set properly. So I want to see, oh, maybe, oh, you know what? I never removed this. I never updated this. Alright. In my dark.c file, I never removed the local variable. That was ridiculous. So we'll do initialize UI, let's see, let's initialize UI state to show launch screen. And we will, instead of setting our local variable, do UI set div screen. And pass it the turn variable from turn value from screen show launch, which renders the basically spins up the screen memory. And that should be
tuning out of starlight, the innocent lifetime flickers and flashes under a canvas. No.
Here we want to send the event to the currently active screen for handling. So what we want to do here is say my screen active screen. Let's just say let's see.
Still 18, it seems to be. And I'll tell you who's overrated.
get active screen. And then just change this to screen. And then again, render screen. There's quite a bit of replacements there that needed to be made. Alright. Saved. Let's build. Builds, and we're running. Now I'm going to hit new game. Bam. There we are. Alright, so it did the transition, and it looks like it started our game properly. So, Geronimo, I hope you're still watching. This is the current state of our game. We've encountered a kobold that is now chasing us. This map is completely randomly generated. So every time we generate a level, it'll be different. The monsters are placed randomly, and the type of monsters and the number of monsters and where they start all varies. Now kobolds are super powerful in this particular game so far because I haven't tweaked the stats, so this guy's probably going to kill us, so I'll just start fighting. So you can see the different areas of the screens. We've got this entire top section is our map. We have our log messages down here that kind of give you a sense of what's going on in the game. And then down here, lower left corner, we have our current stats. And we'll probably end up changing the stats displayed here. I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to end up showing here. Almost definitely the HP bar here. You can see that the HP bar as I get hit goes down. But now we've run into a goblin, which we may be able to kill before we die, but probably not, and so we've died. And right now we don't have an end game sequence, but we would show some sort of end game screen at this point instead of just disappearing from the map. So that's the current state of the game. It looks like our transition from the launch screen to the in-game screen worked successfully after those changes, so that's good. So the next thing that I'd like to work on for a little bit is, bring it up again, the launch screen, which is not impressive. I just kind of picked some random colors and just put some text in different places, and it's just not very inspiring. So let's work on that a little bit. First things first, I'm gonna show you the color palette that I think I've landed on. Bring up a browser. There's a cool website I'll show you. Alright, the browser's showing OBS, good. It's called Paleton. It lets you input your base color or move these little sliders around or whatnot, and then pick, kind of pick between it'll suggest palettes based on different color theory. So I'm going with this tetrad because I want 4 different colors that are kind of complementary or go well together. And so this is what I've landed on. I used as the base RGB value, I used the value of our walls in game because I kind of like that brownish beige. And so it suggested these other colors for other parts of the game. We've got kind of a purpley blue, and then more of a greenish blue, and various shades of that, complementary shades of each of those. And then we have another more beige color. So I think I am going to, I'm going to pick this kind of darkest purple as the, let's see, what do we do for our screen? So we've got kind of a background color for our menu. We've got some text here that we want to show, and then we need a background color for this main area temporarily. We'll might deal with that this evening as well. I don't have a ton of time tonight though, so we'll see how far we get. Alright, so what I'm going to do, hide this. So this is our color scheme. I'm going to go with these different shades. I'm gonna, can I not get to OBS? Let's hide this browser. Okay. Let's go to our launch screen. I'm gonna play with placements of things too, so. We've got dark caverns. So I'm gonna borrow those colors. Let's go with the 55, 60, 76. We'll leave our to-do. We don't need to colorize that because we're going to get rid of it. And then the background for our menu, do this, 363247. Six, 3, 2, 7. For now, I guess we could make it semi-transparent. That would be kind of 2. Okay. And then we need to change the menu text too. So that's going to be let's see what that is. I want to move the menu so that it's right now we're showing it at 16. Menu left and menu top is going to be 30 and 20. So let's move it over. Let's go to like 44 and move it down a little bit to like 24. Let's see what that looks like. It's better. We could go over to the right and down even a little bit more. Let's move it to, let's do 50 and then do 28. And then as for colors, I'm going to go with kind of a tan BCA28. BCA28. Yep. Copy that. It's better. Okay, let's change that border because it's pretty hideous brown too. $60.76. Forget which is the border color is the last parameter.
Every man has his own ambition.
$60.76 FF. It's a little better. It's fine for now, I guess. Alright, so let's talk about that cool ASCII background. What I'd like to do for that, and I'm just gonna just kind of start that tonight because I don't have too long a stream tonight. What I'd like to do there is have an ASCII-fied version of a real image. So what I'd like to do is write some code that will take a image in PNG format and transform that image into an ASCII, a bit of ASCII artwork that looks enough like that image that you can still make out what the ASCII art is trying to depict. So the first step in that is to I want to just load the image and display it as the background of my launch screen, and then we'll next stream we will try and write the routine that will ASCII-fy it. I don't even know if there's a term for taking a bitmap and turning it into ASCII art. So I'm just going to call it ASCII-fy. So let's add a new file. Well, I guess for now we can just work in our UI file. Utility functions, I'm gonna say basically want to load the bitmap for so let's just do image functions, and we'll add a new one, internal I guess we'll need a new type as well for image. We'll do type def of a struct, and we're going to call this bitmap image, I guess. And it's going to have a u2 array of pixels, the pixel data. It's going to have, basically it's going to have this bit, width and height, for now. That should do it for now. So bitmap image. Image load from file, and it's going to take file name. Yep. So go down to our implementation section after the console functions. And then actually also going to borrow some of the implementation here, because when we're loading up our font, our font is basically stored in a bitmap. So we're going to borrow this bit. Borrow the whole thing, clean it up. So we'll load the image data from file name. Again, we're going to keep the same pixel format. It's going to be RGB alpha. And then to copy the data so we can hold onto it. That's the same. Image data size. Just call this image data. We're going to copy into image data. We're going to copy make a copy of that. And then we'll just basically return it. So we'll do bitmap image, size of bitmap, and then PMI, we're going to set the pixels to be our image data, and our height, so width is equal to image width, BMI height is image height, and it's good. Then we're going to delete the image data that we loaded up, because we've made a copy of it. And Then we're going to return BMI, which is our bitmap image. That should be good. So now we've got image load from file. We've loaded the image from the file. We need something that will render it to a view. So we've got several console functions here that say like put string in rect, put string at. What we want is a put. I guess we want like a view put image at. We could use this fill function temporarily, I think. Do I fill? Or fill blend even. Takes the... Hi, Curry. What language do I use at work? Right now I do primarily iOS development, so I use Objective-C and Swift. I write C code as a hobby, and it probably shows. So let's write the code that we want. Let's write the code, the calling code. See how we would like to be able to call this. Screen show launch. We're setting up our menu. We're setting up our instance right after. We're gonna definitely want this at view. I think we're gonna want. So here we're rendering the background view. We're drawing a rectangle. I think we're gonna want to do view. We're not going to want. So let's say view. At. We're gonna pass it our background image, which we'll declare, and then we're gonna put it at everything here is in cells, not pixels. So I think I'm gonna say 1 because we have the border. I could just do 0, 0. For now. So we've got view draw image at G image. I'm gonna need to declare that G image. Draw the image and then we'll put the string on top. Strings on top of it. What's the difference between fgets and fscan? I think that scan allows you to match on like format characters. Kind of specify what you're scanning for. I couldn't tell you off the top of my... that's why I keep my handy-dandy C pocket reference here. So I can tell you right now. At the scanf function. Yeah, it's for formatted input. So you read the file input under the control of a format string. Ha! I was right. And then get is let's see. It just reads a line without formatting. It just reads a line of. I think it will read all the characters that you input until you hit the enter key, a line feed or whatever. Okay. So the way to do that is file. All right. It's from the file. Call it launch ping file. So I gotta get out of here. Alright, so we need this view draw image at. I obviously need the console as well that I'm to. And then that I'm drawing. And then I need I guess I could give it a rectangle. Cell X and cell Y. Alright, and all this is going to do is it's going to write the it's going to write the pixels to that location console. Yeah, that'll loop through. Alright. So, oop. True. Pixels in bitmap. Time. To pixels, pixel buffer. Locations. Because basically the bitmap is just one long block of memory, and the console pixel buffer is also a big block of memory. But the problem is that if the image is one contiguous set of bits, each row of the image is some, depending on how wide the image is, it's some fixed length. And so basically what we need to do is chop the contiguous bitmap image memory into each row's part, and then take each of those little rows and put it into the right place in the console's pixel buffer. So you can't just do it in like one fell swoop with like one copy operation, because you would be, the rows would get, your picture would become distorted because it wouldn't be drawn in the proper order. So top. This is in pixels now, so times. Gotta look at my console construct. This would be cell height. Oh, my brain is tired tonight. All tonight. That. Okay. Autocomplete. Alright, so that's our top and left pixel in console. Span is just going to be so. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. Come back. I gotta time box it. As much as I'd like to stream on it. Cannot. It's less than. I gotta. Do 0 is less than our image. False. Actually, I don't know that I need to loop through the X's because I just want to copy. I can copy each row as a block. So what I need to do is figure out the proper location in the console. And that's where the left comes in. Basically, we're going to do a mem copy. We're going to copy from. We're going to copy into. So. Copy. Copy an entire mem copies in bytes. So the number of pixels is going to be, it'll be image times size of and then bump up top. I'm gonna call it. It's not one of math right now. Pointer arithmetic. So I'm gonna put it to do here. Tackle this tomorrow. And we're gonna just comment this out for the moment. So, just to recap, that's where we are.
Find ourselves alone here, wanting to disappear, change our names, live on the sun.
I've got a syntax error.
Burns a little deeper, and we're close enough, but your lucid touch evaporates. I open up my eyes, wake up dreaming through the days and sleepless nights. Your lucid touch evaporates. I open up my eyes.
Okay, yeah, we have an issue here as well.
Winds away around us, frozen in a moment. It just slips through the space in between our fingers. Never stop to wonder how we fall in place, but you're lucid.
Okay, so here's where we are. Oh, we're not. You know what? We're gonna clean up this mess tomorrow because we're just throwing bad code together now. We'll debug our image load from file. Looks like that's what probably water crashed. So it's not cooperating tonight, so I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for watching our brief live stream. We will be back very soon. Usually stream in the evenings after 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. If you want to catch earlier streams, everything's on YouTube. So hit the link over there. Hit me up on Twitter if you have any questions or comments. I'm at PDCodes, and all of the source code is up on GitHub. I'll commit tonight's changes shortly, so you can feel free to grab those and follow along at home. If you want to catch my next stream and be notified, be sure to hit that follow button and you'll get notified the next time that I go live. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you next time.